Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually talked to yourself like somebody mattered? I ain't talking about that little voice in your head that's always telling you what you can't do. I'm talking about speaking to yourself like you talk to someone you love. Speak victory over yourself daily, every single morning. Before the world tries to tell you who you are, you need to get up and remind yourself who you really are. You see, the world is loud. It'll throw negativity at you before you even finish your coffee. But when you wake up and speak victory, real, unapologetic victory into your life, you start taking back control. You start setting the tone. It's not just about feeling good. It's about believing that good is possible, even when it doesn't look like it. Saying, I'm going to win today, or I'm built for this, isn't fantasy. It's rewiring your mind to expect better. When you speak like a winner, your energy changes, your walk changes, your focus sharpens. You start shrinking around people and start standing in your purpose. Victory talk is not just for when things are going well. No, it's for when everything looks like it's falling apart. That's when it matters most. Because if you can still talk victory when your back's against the wall, you are already winning. Speak like you've already made it, even when you're still climbing. Speak strength into your storm and watch how it shifts. Be your own hype man. Stop waiting for applause. Stop sitting around hoping somebody sees your grind, your effort, your growth. The truth is, people are busy clapping for themselves or too distracted to notice your rise. That's why you got to stand up, look in the mirror, and give yourself the recognition you deserve. Tell yourself you're proud. Tell yourself you're powerful. Tell yourself you're doing better than you were last week, even if nobody else says it. That's not arrogance. That's survival. You can't outsource belief. You can't expect the world to hand you validation when it's too busy questioning its own. You need to be the one in your corner throwing encouragement like punches. You wake up, hype yourself. You show up even when you're tired, hype yourself. You choose not to quit even though quitting feels easy, you better hype yourself for that too. That inner voice, the one that says you're not enough, not ready, not worthy, you need to drown it out with something louder. Your own voice, your own fire. See, when you become your own hype man, you stop waiting. You stop begging for approval, for permission, for someone to tell you it's your time. You declare it yourself. Every win, big or small, deserves a celebration. Even if it's just you in your car yelling, let's go, because you made it through another hard day. Being your own hype man means showing up for yourself when nobody's watching, when no crowd is cheering, when the lights are off. That's when character is built. That's when self-respect grows. That's when your confidence becomes unshakable, because it's not rooted in compliments, it's rooted in truth. Being your own hype man means you are never left empty, because you're the one filling your own cup every single day. Declare purpose, not problems. The difference between people who rise and people who stay stuck is what they speak over their life. Too many folks wake up every day rehearsing their pain like it's a playlist. They list everything that's wrong, everything that's missing, everything that hurt them. But that kind of talk doesn't move you forward. It chains you to the same place. You've got to flip the script. You've got to open your mouth and declare purpose over your life, even when your situation doesn't match it. You weren't built to walk around focused on what's broken. You were built to walk in alignment with why you're here. That means you wake up and say, I've got work to do. That means you look at the chaos around you and say, this is just noise. I know what I came here to do. You declare that your life has meaning, that your presence matters, that there's a reason you're still standing. Purpose isn't just some dream you chase. Purpose is who you are when you remember why you started. Start shifting how you talk about your day. Instead of saying it's going to be hard, say it's going to grow me. Instead of saying I'm tired of struggling, say I'm building strength. The power is in the pivot. When you change your language, you change your lens. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of life and start acting like the leader of it. Don't ignore your problems, but don't make them your identity either. Your problems are part of the journey, not the definition of it. Speak from a place of purpose. Speak like someone who already knows the destination is worth the detour. Speak like someone who understands that your words don't just describe your life, they build it. And every time you open your mouth, you're either laying bricks for your future or tearing down the walls of your potential. But talk like someone going somewhere. Talk like someone who's carrying vision. Talk like someone who's already walking in purpose, not just hoping for it to show up one day. Your words shape your reality. This is not just some catchy phrase. It's the foundation of everything you experience every day. What you say to yourself, what you repeat over and over in your mind, it molds your beliefs, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself saying, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough? And then watch those words play out in your life like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Words carry power, not just in the moment you say them, but in how they settle in your soul and guide your behavior. If your words are full of doubt, fear, and limitation, that's exactly the world you're going to live in. On the flip side, when you choose words that build you up, words that affirm your strength, your worth, and your potential, you begin to create a different reality. You literally start to rewire your brain to look for opportunities, to persist through challenges, to believe in yourself when nobody else does. The simple act of talking to yourself like you are already the person you want to become can shift the trajectory of your life. It rewires your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from fear to courage, from weakness to power. It's why successful people don't just talk about their goals, they talk about their growth. They don't say, I hope I get lucky. They say, I'm prepared for my breakthrough. Their words carry confidence because they understand that what you say isn't just noise, it's the blueprint for your future. When you wake up and speak words of faith, purpose, and strength, you're not ignoring reality, you're commanding your reality to catch up with your vision. Every time you catch yourself slipping into negative self-talk, pause and ask, is this helping me move forward or holding me back? Because your words can either chain you to your past mistakes or free you to build a new future. Your words can either plant seeds of doubt or cultivate fields of opportunity. And the beauty is you have the power to choose those words every single day. You can't always control what happens around you, but you can control the story you tell yourself about it. The way you speak to yourself in the quiet moments when no one else is around. That's where your reality is being created. That's where your future is being forged. If you want a life filled with hope, success, and joy, start with your words. If you want to break free from old patterns and rise above your circumstances, start with your words. Words are the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Choose them wisely, choose them boldly, and watch how your reality begins to transform in response. When you commit to speaking life, encouragement, and victory over yourself, you're not just dreaming, you're doing. And the best part, this power is in your hands right now, ready for you to claim it. Confidence starts in the mirror. It's easy to think confidence is something you get from outside, from compliments, from achievements, from approval. But real confidence begins with how you see yourself when no one else is watching. That moment when you stand in front of the mirror and look yourself in the eye is one of the most powerful moments of your day. It's where you decide whether you're going to show up for yourself or let doubt win. This is where confidence is built or broken. You see, the mirror doesn't lie, but the stories we tell ourselves about what we see can either lift us up or tear us down. Too often people focus on flaws, on what's wrong or what's missing. They focus on what others might think or say. But confidence isn't about perfection. It's about acceptance. It's about recognizing your worth even with all your imperfections and standing tall anyway. When you look at yourself and speak truth to that reflection, you are planting seeds of confidence that grow stronger with each day. Talking to yourself in the mirror isn't just about saying nice things. It's about declaring your worth and your purpose loudly and clearly. Say things like, I am enough. I am capable. I am worthy of success. These are not empty words. They are affirmations that retrain your brain to believe in your own value. Over time, those words shape your mindset and your actions. When you believe in yourself, you walk differently. Your body language changes. Your tone changes. People begin to see that confidence, and it changes how they treat you too. Confidence also comes from consistency. It's not a switch you flip once and expect to stay on forever. It's a muscle you build by showing up every day and reinforcing that belief in yourself. When you face setbacks or criticism, you can bounce back because you've trained yourself to trust who you are at your core. This resilience comes from daily habits, like talking to yourself in the mirror with kindness and power, reminding yourself of your goals and your progress, and refusing to let self-doubt control your story. Another key part of confidence starting in the mirror is honesty. Be real with yourself about your strengths and your weaknesses. Confidence doesn't mean pretending to be perfect or better than you are. It means owning who you are fully and committing to grow without shame or fear. When you're honest with yourself, you can make clear decisions and take action that aligns with your true self. Finally, remember that the mirror is a tool. It reflects not just your physical appearance, but the spirit and determination inside you. Use it to fuel your courage. Use it to remind yourself that no matter what life throws at you, you have what it takes to rise. When you build confidence in that private moment, it spreads out into every part of your life, in your relationships, your work, your dreams. Confidence that starts in the mirror becomes unstoppable because it's rooted in self-love and truth. 3 days of power can spark a lifetime of change. It might sound like a small amount of time, but what you do consistently over even a few days can set a powerful chain reaction in motion. Those 3 days are a chance to break out of old patterns, to shift your mindset, and to start building new habits that serve your highest purpose. The key is to commit fully to those moments. No half-stepping, no doubting, no looking back. When you decide to talk to yourself with intention and power for 3 days straight, you're creating a foundation. It's like planting seeds in a garden. You don't see the fruits immediately, but beneath the surface, things are happening. Roots are growing. Energy is building. Your brain is rewiring itself to expect something better because you've spoken it into existence. That's why even a short, focused period of self-affirmation can feel like a breakthrough. It's not magic. It's consistent, intentional effort that rewires your thinking. During those 3 days, you'll likely notice a shift in how you view challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, you'll start to see them as opportunities. Instead of focusing on what's missing or what's wrong, you'll catch yourself looking for solutions and possibilities. That's because the words you speak to yourself begin to frame your entire perspective. When you declare strength, hope, and purpose repeatedly, those ideas begin to guide your actions and your feelings. You stop being a passenger in your life and start driving the bus. But here's something important. It's not just about those 3 days themselves, it's what those 3 days represent. They're a commitment to yourself, a promise that you will no longer accept self-doubt and negativity as your default. They're the start of a new habit, a new way of treating yourself with respect and love. If you can give yourself that kind of intentional focus and kindness for just a few days, you'll be amazed at how it builds momentum. That momentum carries you beyond the 3 days into weeks, months, and years of continued growth. You might be tempted to think, well, what if I slip up after the 3 days? That's natural. Change isn't perfect. But here's the good news. Once you've started the process, it's easier to come back to it. Those 3 days plant a flag inside you. Proof that you can do it. That proof is like a lifeline when doubt creeps in later. You can remind yourself, I did this before, I can do it again. What you say to yourself during those 3 days can become the script you run on repeat long after the days are over. When you commit to speaking life over yourself for a short period, you're showing your mind and heart that you're serious about change. That seriousness triggers something powerful inside. Motivation, clarity, and courage. And that's why even just 3 days of intentional, positive self-talk can be the spark that lights up a whole new path forward.